Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 331. As you may remember, Sanjaya was going to tell Dhritarashtra about the war. The king was busy arranging his troops. He spoke to his brother Dushasana. "See that chariots driven by the best of men are placed near our grandfather. The war we have always wanted has now come to a reality. The greatest task ahead is the protection of Bhishma. He's capable of destroying the army of the Pandavas, which is protected by Drishtadyumna. Grandfather has told us, you remember, that he will not fight with Shikandi, since he was once a woman called Amba who changed her sex later. The Pandavas are sure to know this fact, and it's very necessary to protect grandfather from Shikandi. Let all our warriors try their best to kill Shikandi. Arjuna's chariot is protected by Yudamanyu and Uttamojas on the left and right. Arjuna is guarding Shikandi. My dear Dushasana, we must be careful and prevent danger from coming near our commander. Remember that always." 10 Akshohinis of the Kauravas were arranged in a formidable phalanx. The 11th was under the immediate leadership of Bhishma, who was in the front. Bhishma's horses were white. His banner was a golden palm tree with 5 stars. His chariot was of silver. With his white hair and white outfit, seated in the silver chariot, Bhishma looked like the rising moon. The sight of the veteran warrior struck terror into the hearts of the enemies. The sun had just appeared in the east with his rays red with a touch of dawn. Bhishma addressed his troops. "The gates of heaven have today opened wide to let in all those who are to die. All of you must fight without any thought of the future. A glorious future is in store for all of us. It is not glorious for a Kshatriya to die in his bed, to die after an illness. A Kshatriya should die only on the battlefield. Prepare yourselves to win or to die." All the Kshatriyas were ready to die. Only one man had laid down his arms, and that was Radeya. He had taken an oath that he would not fight as long as Bhishma was alive. The supporters of Bhishma were led by Ashwatthama. He was accompanied by several of the heroes, of whom Bharishvavas was one. Shalya was another. 7 warriors were there to guard the great man against the approach of Shikandi. Duryodhana could be seen at the center of the army. His famous banner was clearly visible, the serpent embroidered on a cloth of gold. Looking at the immense army and its commander, Yudhishthira spoke to Arjuna. "Their army is so huge. It's made up of 11 Akshohinis, and ours is made up of just 7. How are you going to arrange our army against that of Bhishma?" "It is indeed formidable." Arjuna said that he would try and arrange the army in the phalanx by name Vajra. This was impenetrable. It was the favorite arrangement of Indra, and from him it got its name. Drishtadyumna was in the van of the army. His supporter was Bhima. Yudhishthira was at the center of the phalanx. Shikandi was in the middle too, supported by Arjuna. Drishtadyumna was protected by Bhima. The right side of the army was protected by Satyaki. The Kauravas could now see the chariot of Arjuna. It was a beautiful chariot. The terrible ape banner was to be seen from a great distance. The great Hanuman had taken his place on it. The white horses gleamed in the morning sun. Krishna's smiling face could be seen. His left hand was holding the reins, and his right hand held the whip. The sight of the great pair, Krishna and Arjuna, was thrilling. Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.